Hear that? March 18th. That's the sound of spring. Those tree peepers. It's only the second day I've heard it. March 18th, 2022. They sound like chicks and frogs. Or ducks clucking or something. No, chickens clucking. Oh, a chicken clucker. Well, good morning, and back to another Saturday morning with Paul K, and welcome. Not the past 4 weeks, but 4 straight weeks we had ice down here in Southeast Mass, and it was a lot of fun. But unfortunately, lo and behold, we had some warm weather come through, and that's about it for this year. That's a shame because I was getting into it and really having a good time ice fishing and trying out some new gear and everything. And but onward and upward, we have ice out here and beautiful Southeast Mass, and giving it a swing for, of course, the first thing after ice out is trout for us. So this has been stocked about 6 days ago, and there's a few guys out here. Don't know if they're having any luck or not, but and this dock that I'm on is kind of new for this area that I'm in, and no one was on it, so I jumped on it. And it's got little rod holders here, and kind of like saltwater fishing, but giving it a swing. I'm surprised no one was on this, but I'll show you the setups in a little bit. Got power bait, the lazy man's way out here, just to start off, see what's going on, and we'll let you know what happens. Hopefully we can get some good trout for supper, and we'll let you know what happens. Trail boss out. Tis spring. So as long as I got my power bait working, I'll show you what kind of interesting setup I have here. Different anyway. These rods are very interesting. It's not your typical 6.5, 7 foot trout rod. 20 years ago I bought this from Cabela's. It's called a Xander rod. It's about 8 feet, and it's basically, I stumbled upon at Walmart of all places, very reasonably priced. Ugly Sticks makes ones now too in their version, and they're about 8 or 9 feet, and it's light action, and it's kind of on the concept of a fly rod with spinning reel eyes, and therefore being so long and light, you know, you get a 1.5 pound bass on these, and it's quite a fight. It's a big arc in the rod. The fish is actually fighting, you know, the rod, so you can get away with using really super light line. You know, 2 pound. I got 4 pound test on there now, and you can cast a mile. Everyone's jaws drop. It's like having an ultralight surf caster, basically. And I have probably a 3,000 reel on that, on both of these rigs, and they really are impressive. Hopefully I can get a fish on and show you the action of these specialized kind of rods. And I've been using them for the past couple of summers, and man, I'm having a blast with them. You can cast a country mile with them because the line is so light and the length is so long. You can build up centrifugal force with them because it's so long, and really 1.5 times, 2 times the distance that you normally cast with a 7 foot trout rod. So it's having a lot of fun, and not the ultimate value of them is the fight, man. When you get even smaller fish, God forbid you should get a 5 pound bass on this thing. It'll be a lot of fun, but even the smaller fish, there's a big arc in it, and it's pretty interesting on that. And there's other guys out here today, this morning, and to clue you in on, basically I'm using a sinker slider rig. It's a sinker with a barrel swivel to jam into sinker, and then your leader, and then like a number 10 hook, really small. And trout have small mouths, and I got the power bait on that. I was throwing a few lures, you know, Castmasters and Aglia spinners and such, and I'll get back to that shortly. But that's basically the bait rig I'm using, and I got my little bells on, so if I get a bite, you know, typical trout outfits. You get a bite, that belt jams up there and alerts you as you're dozing off. So, hoping for supper, letting you know, Trail Boss out. Morning. Maybe not. So pretty much your basic egg sinker rig. I hope you can see that egg sinker with swivel, along with the leader, which leads to the hook. You could probably use in any scenario, anywhere in the world. And of course, the idea being, when the bait is taken, they don't feel the resistance of the sinker, and it's a more delicate touch on the bite, and you just set the hook. They don't feel the sinker, they drag and spit it out. But basic egg sinker rig, basic trout fishing. Just a spectacular day out here too. There was an inch of breeze, and a few fishermen's out. And I particularly like, I'm a little superstitious when it comes to fishing, so like little knickknacks to help me give confidence. And this here is my ultimate good luck charm. I take it with me everywhere, hunting and fishing. Bullet holes through the quarters, and just little knickknacks that keep give me confidence. This works every time for me, it seems. Little rat fink on there. And so what I wanted to tell you was, so the new thing I invented for confidence was, there's an old saying, if you find a penny and it's heads up, it will bring you, find a penny, pick it up all the day, you'll have good luck. So it took me about a month, but I found 3 pennies heads up. And there they are, and that's hopefully give me some luck too. So confidence builders up. And speaking of that, there's a bite. I got a little bite here. Let's see what happens with this here. But that was my good luck. There's a little tap on that rod. Those are actually found pennies that were heads up, and after a couple of weeks, and it took me a couple of weeks. Not that I was looking for them, I just stumbled on them. But I figured the more I find heads up, the more compiled good luck I'll have. So that's, you know, they're fun little things, add interest. Anyway, let's see what happens. So broke the ice with a little small perch so far, but I just showed you the good luck charms, and bingo. Good luck, instant success. Although, should I look for heads up quarters so that the fish will be bigger? We'll see what happens. Let this guy go. So the people are coming out now. It's nice. It's just spectacular. Little wind picked up, and a few boats out, kayaks, yakers, trollers, paddlers, all in search of the trout, stock trout. And right now I'm throwing a Thomas's, and after that little perch, been throwing this for a while, and keep swapping off Nightcrawler and power bait on that one. That's my sitting rod, and hoping for supper. The wind picked up a little bit, and a spectacular day, one of the best days of the year so far. It's got to be in the 70s. I kind of want to go swimming, but it ain't warm in there, I don't think. But this is generally a morning and evening lake, so we'll see how far when these fish will start turning on. They stock them generally few different places in here, and they usually on that end and in the cove in this direction, but it's a matter of them swimming by and getting lucky. So rolling on, Trail Boss let you know. So they get a little bigger. These are beautiful fish. These really are. These white perch, good little fighters. No trout yet though, but they're coming. Let them go. Goodbye, sir. Right. So we got the typical problem. Chinese guy comes up, old guy, right in back of me, right on top of me, casting everywhere I cast, and unbelievable. No matter where you go, it's like that. Had 3 lines out ahead. I told him there's only 2 allowed, but anyway, so I'm on the board. I'll quit whining about that and rolling on. So it's like the Chinese invasion. He comes up here, he probably doesn't even have a license. It's the same everywhere you go, no matter where you go. No license, 4 rods out, keeping shorts, and then he goes and talks to 15 other calls, 15 more people of his family, and they come up, and then, you know, this is how it works. And like I'm supposed to like leave or be intimidated or something. And it's the same thing every time. And they don't even allow a license. He's got 5 rods out, and that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens. You know, here they come. Well, this ought to be good. Alright, so there's too much going on. I'm sorry I couldn't get the fight, but there you go. The first bow of the season. Nice. And average size stalker. It'll fill the fry pan tonight, so it's the sun's just starting to come out. Put them on a stringer and continue on. So this is how it ended up. I caught the fish, then 15 guys come running over and they friggin' throw right in. This is unbelievable. I know they want to catch fish, but they're not gonna friggin' infringe on my shit. So anyway, I landed that. I just got a hit on this power bait. It's starting to turn on. The sun's going down now, and it's peaceful all up until now. All these people started coming in and friggin' trying to take the place over. But so anyway, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Let's see here, all this kind of people here. So one of these ain't enough to feed my fat self, so I'm gonna let this guy go rather than fillet him. But nice looking fish, I'll tell you that. There he goes. Hopefully I can get him going. So that'll wrap it up for this session. It's always a adventure, you know. I mean, I'm a nice guy to get along with for the most part, and you know, but when I'm fishing and you catch fish and these immigrant people that either don't know the laws or don't care, I guess this is the moral of the story. Just learn the laws, you know. It drives you crazy. They come right up in your spot. They don't even have a fishing license, running 3 freaking rods. And the 2 rod, you're only allowed 2 hooks in, and they're using totally illegal everything. So, but anyway, didn't spoil my fun. Got some nice perch and yellow and white, and I got a nice bow, and I released him. He's not enough for a fry. It's a good fat one though, a pound and a half. Beautiful, beautiful fish. But anyway, with that, that'll be the end of this one as the sun sinks down in southeast Massachusetts, and we'll call it that. Trail Wells out.